Alright guys, look, I'm just gonna jump right into this. Black Myth Wukong. Boy, am I excited for this game. We just recently got a new trailer and I wanted to do like a short breakdown of it because I believe I have found something really interesting that I don't think anyone has talked about yet. So, in this new trailer, there seems to be an emphasis on a crown. A crown that falls from the sky until an old monkey picks it up, which serves as the ending to the trailer. Now, I'm not kidding when I say that this is probably the most important trailer released for this game regarding the story. Now, if you're remotely interested in the story of Journey to the West, you probably know what this crown is. But I'm here to tell you that you probably don't know an interesting detail about it. But before getting to that, I have to bring along everyone else who doesn't know the significance of this crown. This crown in the novel is called the Constrictive Band. And it came into the story after Sun Wukong brutally murdered some thieves he found while accompanying the monk Tripitaka on his journey to the west. You see, killing in general is a big deal in Buddhism. If you truly want to reach enlightenment, you have to forego killing of any kind, even the killing of criminals such as the one Sun Wukong killed in the novel. Now, despite this event taking place very early in the story, the monk Tripitaka decides to discipline Sun Wukong for killing these thieves. He does this by placing on the monkey's head the Constrictive Band. This Constrictive Band gave the monk Tripitaka the power to subdue Sun Wukong whenever he would go out of line. To do this, the monk simply had to recite a spell which would begin to tighten the band, which would cause Sun Wukong great pain. Throughout the novel, the monk is forced to use this Constrictive Band multiple times on Sun Wukong until they eventually reach the west and gain enlightenment. Now, what is the significance of this Constrictive Band in the new trailer? What does this trailer tell us about the story of Black Myth Wukong? I think this trailer is important because it has finally revealed to us what the story of the game might be about. Black Myth Wukong isn't really an adaptation of Journey to the West. Instead, I believe it's an adaptation of a lesser known novel named The Later Journey to the West. After Journey to the West was written in 1592, it spawned a couple of unofficial sequels, if you will. One of them was written in the 1600s, and it covers the story of yet another monkey, Sun Lutsen. This monkey turns out to be a spiritual descendant of Sun Wukong, who lived 200 years after the events of the original Journey to the West. And this story follows a very similar structure to Journey to the West. After Sun Lutsen is born from yet another stone, he hears the story of his ancestor Sun Wukong traveling to the west to attain enlightenment. So he too decides to embark on the same journey. However, unlike Sun Wukong, he is unable to find a teacher who will teach him the secret to attain immortality. So Sun Lutsen meditates for 49 days until the real Sun Wukong appears to him in spirit. Sun Wukong, now enlightened, teaches his descendant magical formulas and eventually even merges with him. But despite having the aid of the now enlightened Sun Wukong, Sun Lutsen still gets in trouble with the heavens when he gets drunk on celestial wine. This enrages the Jade Emperor so much that he sends a celestial army to deal with Sun Lutsen. But once again, this monkey proves to be too powerful for the forces of heaven to deal with. But instead of the Jade Emperor calling the Buddha for assistance, as he did in the Journey to the West, he calls the now enlightened Sun Wukong to rein in his descendant. And Sun Wukong does this by placing on Sun Lutsen the same Constrictive Band he wore many years before. This is important because this story seems to be very similar to everything we have seen regarding Black Myth Wukong. Like I said in my previous video, Black Myth Wukong clearly takes place many years after the events of Journey to the West. This story also answers why there are two monkeys in the game. You don't play as one of Sun Wukong's clones or the six-eared macaque. Instead, you're playing as Sun Wukong's descendant, Sun Lutsen, who with the help of Sun Wukong will also reach enlightenment. And this brings us to the last trailer. This trailer is great because it gives you a sense of linearity. It makes it seem like this old monkey is the one who found the Constrictive Band after it fell from the sky. But if my theory is correct, this cutscene comes before this other cutscene, which means this old monkey is the real Sun Wukong from Journey to the West. He is old now because 200 years have passed since he attained enlightenment, and now he is once again retrieving the Constrictive Band to help his descendant reach enlightenment as well. I know I'm a newbie to this whole Journey to the West story, but I think there's some truth to this. I think this is really what the developer is trying to tell with Black Myth Wukong, which is why it's called Black Myth Wukong. It's Sun Lutsen learning about the myth of Sun Wukong. This game is going to be really interesting, you guys. I really recommend you get into the lore of this story. It is really rich and just detailed. Now, of course, I didn't just naturally know about this other unofficial story of Journey to the West. All the information I provided in this video I got from an article written by someone who really knows about all this stuff. So if you found this video interesting, I recommend you give this article a read. I will leave a link in the description below. I know this was a short video, but I just had to get it out and share my excitement with you guys. So definitely let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. Now, as always, I want to give a big thanks to all of my members for supporting the channel monthly. I know I always say this, but it truly, if it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't be tackling these new topics like Black Myth Wukong or Prince of Persia. So I really want to thank you, because I don't really have to worry too much about the algorithm and just making money when I have all of you guys as fans to just support me and the channel. So I really do appreciate it, guys. I would also like to thank everyone who likes and shares my videos. I know it doesn't seem like much, but trust me, it really does help. And with that said, thanks for watching. And remember, go forth in the name of Olympus.